Good day. Hello, hello. I am getting ready for launch, and I wanted you guys to be a part of it. So here I am. And let's see, I'm on StreamYard. I was thinking about sharing some images with you from my computer as I do it, but it was getting too complicated. So I'm not going to do that. Good morning if you're just joining me. It's launch day. So it's launch day in about 15 minutes. So I decided I'm going to go live and I'm going to launch it a little early. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about the Symposium for All Benevolent Races, this 4-part mini series that we did. There was 9 of us together, and it's going live today. So I put a lot of work in the editing. It's a 4-part mini series. The first 3 parts cover a lot of stuff. So I'm not going to go through all of that with you because that's not what this is about. If you don't know what it's about, just go to lyndalight.com down here, scrolling across the bottom. And you can read all about it if you haven't heard about it yet. But I'm not going to go through all that today with you because I'm going to make it go live early. So if you guys are waiting to watch it, you're in for a treat because I'm about to publish. And when I do, the $1,000 of special offers will go live. You guys will have that link at the bottom of the event page for those of you that have made a small donation. And yes, a small donation is required in exchange for this. It's just an energy exchange. If you can't afford the $22, there's 2 lower price points that you can make to get access to all of this. But what you're going to get back in value just from watching the symposium alone it's incredible. It's really incredible. It actually blows my mind away that I was even part of this. So I am going to release this for you guys right now. Should we have a countdown? All right. No, countdown. All right. So instead of sharing the screen with you, I'm just going right over to the page where it's all ready. And if you have your page and you guys want to help me, I'm publishing right now. So if you guys want to help me, go on over to the page and check it out. Hi, Tina. How you doing? So go on over, and if you're watching and you have the live page, please help me out. Go over to it and check the links, refresh your page. Make sure that the Black Symposium live event has now turned white, and it should say that it's now officially launched. And if you don't mind, click on each one of those gold things. Make sure that the links work and that it is the right section. I just checked one right now. One seems to be working fine. It's at the right page. And if you guys made a donation, don't share that YouTube page with your friends and family. Just share lyndalight.com. The link's right there for them. They can't miss it because they would need to provide their own energy exchange just because of the activations and the things that happen. You know, it's like you're making an energy exchange for what you're receiving out of it. And if you give it to someone else, you're taking away a chance for them to get a higher upgrade from their own energy exchange. So it just makes sense. If somebody can't afford it, I tried to price it lower, 2 lower price points so that they could afford it. And if somebody really, really, really can't afford it, then just hit me up. Send me an email, lyndalight2012@gmail.com. Just send me an email. I'll help them out. You guys know I will. So, okay, I checked the first 2 links, I think. No, I checked the first one. I didn't check the second one yet. I'm checking the second one right now. And it looks like part 2 is all good. I'm going back to check 3. Let me know in the comments if you guys see anything. If there's anything that's not working, the links don't work, or if there's a typo or something like that, you can let me know. And 3, no. Uh-oh. I think there's a mistake in here. Can't have that. This is why we do it early. Checking 3 again. Oh, okay. So there's a mistake. I caught a mistake, which is good that I'm doing this. So let's fix the mistake, shall we? So section 3 goes to section 1. We don't want that. Let's get section 3's link. All right. And now linking to section 3. If you guys are testing it out for me, go ahead and test out 3. Wait one sec. Go ahead and test out 3 now. And let me know. Hey, Bev, how you doing? Thank you. I appreciate all your work too. Thank you for being a part of it. Your comments are bomb. You do such a good job. Bev was our special commentator for the symposium. Guys, check out link 3. Make sure link 3, refresh your page first and make sure link 3 goes to section 3. Or section 3 goes to section 3. Not link 3, but they're the gold things on the page. It looks like, yes, okay. Looks like it works. Good, good, good. Now, check in 4. Section 4, you guys, the meditations, activations, synchronizations, initiations, and clearings. I don't want to write like everything, but that's a lot. That's a big mouthful. Clearings, healings, whatever you need, you get during this upgrade. It's such a powerful 5-step combo between all of us doing it. And section 4 does link to section 4. Looks like, from what I can tell, it looks like all the links are working, going to the right component. And in section 4, just prepare yourselves after you watch the 3 sections. It's more than 3 hours worth of content. So you're probably going to need a little break. And each section is done like that, so you can take a break in between. Just give yourself the proper time to watch section 4. It might be a good idea to put in headphones or, in a quiet space, just to get yourself ready in a nice meditative state, just to be open and receptive to what's coming in. So that's it. It's officially live now. I know I said it was launching at noon, but I had to do it a little early because I wanted to test it. And Bev, thank you for giving me the idea to go on live here and to do this with everybody. Yeah, it is powerful. Oh my God. So let me tell you a funny little story with Bev here, because when Bev and I were watching the sections to do for her comments and our commentary, it's more like our commentary, but Bev's the special commentator because of her wise choice of words and ability to be able to point things out sometimes that aren't so obvious, and just the way it worked out. Right, Bev? So I'm so glad that role just presented itself. So anyway, in the 5th section, when we were watching, both of us were trying to watch from like on the edge. We were trying not to get sucked into because I had just been through it and she wanted to watch it so that she could make a proper commentary. And that's not exactly what happened. We both kind of got pulled right into it. And what we decided to do for section 4, well, I decided after we finished, because we were a little bit like, loopy after it. And this was about 3 days after I had just participated in it. So this was like a major clearing like happening again. So I'm going, oh God, I guess I need a lot of work, right? And I put the commentary before. It's like about 8 or 9 minutes. And so in section 4, the special commentary section is going to go first, so that you can prepare yourself, because I got a download while I was watching it the second time. Well, first time participated, second time watching it, I got a whole nother download about what we were actually doing and how it unlocks your own personal doors and keys and gateways, and how it unlocks within yourself for your own personal halls of Amenti, like allowing that lock and the filters to open up so that higher dimensional soul fragments and pieces and star fragments and all of that star family can start coming in through your chakra systems. So it's like a self-initiation process. And the more that time goes on, the more I can understand it a little bit better. So if you guys are watching it and you have any questions, again, feel free to send me an email. If you have any questions about anything, lindalight2012@gmail.com. Just send me an email. And, if you have questions about your own process or anything like that, there's a lot of people on the panel that are serving in mentor type capacities, or that are willing and able and ready to answer your questions. So In there, you can see all the special offers that each person gives and a way to contact them. So if you've made your small donation and you're able to see the symposium, you also can go to the bottom of that page. And when you're done watching, I put a form in there so that you can put your comments about it. It'll come directly to me and I'll get to see your comments for the symposium. So any feedback is welcome, you guys. If you have any commentaries or if you notice something, if there's some kind of glitch or whatever, I am aware that both myself and Corey went above a sound barrier for video, and it kinda tones it out, kinda cancels it out. It's only for a few seconds for both of us. I am aware of that, so don't worry about commenting that. But if you wanna comment, maybe if you have a shift or some kind of sudden awareness, something that happens in your life that, you attribute directly to an aha moment from the symposium or maybe an upgrade or something that you want to share. Any kind of stories like this would be, really wonderful. And I might use some of them on the website too. So feel free to drop those comments in there. And again, that's on the page where the symposium is live. So that's where the form is. And then below that is in big letters the words special offerings. And when you click on that, you'll go to a whole nother page that I actually covered live. It took about 12 minutes to read through and cover all the special offerings that each panelist is going to receive. That part that I covered, you can watch in the video, or you can just, it's at the end of the part 4. It's at the very, very end of the symposium. I go through the last 12 minutes covering all the special offers. So if you don't want to watch me going through that on a screen share, just you can end it there or fast forward to the end where I give all the credits and everything. There is one credit that I was not able to get in before it rendered. And then when I went to add in an extra screen card, I couldn't find the rest of the sections that I put everything together with. So technical editing stuff. But the one credit was for that one was my son, Stephen Lichty. He gave, I want to give him a very, very special shout out because he took the video for the Mudras in Motion that I did when I was out at the park and I was up on the hills and I was doing my Mudra in Motion and I'm getting ready to teach a course on that and do all this. And he gets videography credits. And I'm so sorry I didn't get that in there, Stephen. I told him I would. He was one of the advanced viewers too. And I really appreciate your comments for that. And my mother as well. My mother was an advanced viewer and she had some comments as well. And it's just very, very good feedback that I've gotten so far. So I can't wait for everybody to take a look at this. Oh, Sophie. Yeah, super excited. Yay. Any feedback is appreciated, Bev is saying. So you any feedback? Yeah, well, any feedback, yes. If you guys want to give feedback on anybody else and you want me to deliver the message or something, if you don't want to get in touch with someone directly, again, that form is right on the symposium page and it'll come directly to me. So just, any feedback is welcome, but be kind. I don't think there'll be any issues with that. So, you guys have any questions for me before I hop off of here? It's snowing. Yeah, it was 60 degrees yesterday. I don't know if you can see it now, but it's snowing out there. All the trees are covered with beautiful white. It's not sticking on the ground because it was so warm yesterday. It was so warm. Everybody's like, what the heck is it 60 degrees out? Now it's snowing today? Anyway, you guys got any questions for me before I hop off of here? Let me know. I'll give you a minute because I know there's a little bit of a delay. I just appreciate you guys so much. And if you don't mind sharing the website or the symposium, maybe you want to watch it first before you share it. That's fine too. It's totally fine. It's available now on demand. It's going to be, oh, hey, Sarah. Hi. I just released the symposium. It's released early. Sherry. Hey, sister. Oh, you guys are here. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Sherry. She's saying congratulations on the launch. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's very exciting. It was a lot of work, but it was a labor of love and it happened so fast. I know that it was meant to be, but the interesting thing really was watching it back after all the editing was done and watching with some advanced viewers in my family and hearing their reactions to it, like just the first part, I was like, what are they going to think? Because they know you know, they know I am who I am and they accept me for that. They don't judge me for that. They just let me be on my cloud and in my world. So, hey, Michael, thanks. Thanks for being here, guys. You guys, I love you so much. Thank you for being a part of it. Sherry, Michael, Bev, Sarah, you guys were all part of the all part of the symposium. You guys all said yes when I asked you to do this, and not one of you said no. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you guys. You have no idea how much it means to me that you're all a part of this. And Sherry, last night, I gotta give her a shout out. Last night she did she 2 weeks in a row, she did healing lives for the Divine Feminine. Now she did the Divine Masculine last night over on her channel. And it was so powerful. I was literally laying down on my bed, just receiving this lineage healing that really needed lighting up and restructuring. And her and Corey McKinnon, who was also in the symposium, they did a combination for the Divine Masculine, and it just took out and lifted so much. It was so powerful. So Sherry, that replay is probably available on your site. I'm sure, right? So go over to Sherry Bausch on her YouTube channel and watch that from last night. Just give yourself, well, watch the symposium first. Or if you don't have time for that, watch. It doesn't matter. At any point, you have access to the symposium forever, and her YouTube channel's there. So whenever you have time, go check that out. It was super powerful. And maybe take a walk and put some earphones in and listen to it, or whatever you feel is your best way to be meditative. So, all right. Yes, it's up. Very good. Awesome. Symposium for no, I didn't mean to say it like that. You can watch Sherry's first. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're called to do. If you're called for it might actually help to do the father lifting first, because then that sets the stage for you to have the healings for your halls of Amenti to be open and unlocked. Maybe watch Sherry's before you watch part 4 of the symposium. Part 3 is all of us talking, the panelists answering questions about themselves, their experience when they woke up. It's about them answering what lessons they feel humanity has learned over the last couple of years. Andrew Weston, Jerry Sargent, Corey McKinnon, Jerome Headley in Barbados. Welcome. Well, let's see. Jerry's over in the UK. Andrew's down in Mexico. Jerome, he's in Barbados. And then we have Corey out I'm not sure if Corey's in California or Arizona, but I know he goes between the two. And then Sherry's out in California, and Michael's out in California. And we got Sarah in Kansas and Bev in Ohio. And please tell me, did I miss anybody? 144 Roundtable. Ooh, hey, we haven't had a roundtable in a while since I started doing these projects, huh? Interesting. Maybe that's a good idea. We'll talk offline about that one. 144 Roundtable. Yeah, I kind of like that. Sherry, Michael, if you guys are still on, if you're down for that, drop a little thumbs up. Let me see. We could talk offline too. That's not a bad idea. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for that little inspiration. Yeah, and it could be a good, alternative thing to watch. Maybe we can even discuss, if you guys are watching the symposium today, you can discuss how you like the finished product. Now, I'm not a professional editor, producer, or anything like that, but it was a lot of fun. Hey, Scotty, it was a lot of fun making this, stretching my creative potential, like learning skills, like, cutting out a head from a picture and taking it off and putting it on like a different background. Little things like that are things that I always said, "Oh, I'll learn how to do that later," and I just kinda learn as I go. And in this process, just seeing the sheer amount of content that we had and trying to put it together in a cohesive way so that it's not like a 2-hour video rendering, because my laptop can't handle that. So I had to break it down in pieces and then put them together. Anyway, it wound up in 4 parts, and I think it came out perfect. I think it came out exactly the way it's supposed to come out. And, my first attempt at making commercials is now part of my Light Feathers production company that I'm starting. So, yeah, it's fun because I kinda have a whole bunch of little projects, and I keep kinda going around, and I fill in a little here, I fill in a little, then I work on something, and then I'll move to the next one, and but at each one along the way, I'm trying to teach myself something new. If you learn something new every day, life never gets boring, that's for sure. Oh, guys, yeah, send some good thoughts in my family lineage way. Send some good thoughts to an uncle of mine. It's my mom's sister who passed. It's her husband. He's, in multiple organ failure right now, like, and it happened so fast. He had diabetes, but now all of a sudden, all of his organs are gone, like, and he's got a matter of days to live. So please send some prayers for a peaceful transition. He doesn't seem to be in any pain right now, but, it's still very sad, and, you know, just wrap my cousins in your loving embrace of your beautiful, warm, plasmic healing light energy, if you don't mind. Oh, what's this? Oh, don't worry, Scotty. You didn't miss much. I'm going live with the symposium, and I already went live. So the symposium is now live. You can find it on lindalight.com. It should be running across the bottom in a banner. And I am just about to pop off of here unless anybody else has any more questions for me. Thank you, Bev. Um, if anybody else has anything, I'll give you another minute or two. Sophie, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, you know what happens when people join in and combine the power of prayer together, just the power of intention. I should talk about this sometime too, because in religion we talk about prayer. It's like talking to God, and meditation is like listening, right? So if you're in a religious state, and you're, in a religious upbringing and belief systems, then prayer is asking, your higher power source, God, to send healing and take care of things. Whereas, when you come out of religion, if you're not in that programming, or you're in a different mind state in spirituality, and you're in control of your own energy, you're plugged into your source, and you're part of that, sending part of that prayer, and you have that self-initiated authority through your connection and your birthright to send healing. That's under your control. And so anyway, depending on where you're at in your stage of developing your light body and your spiritual evolution, and just, I want to say, just your general understanding of who and what you are. So yeah, depending on that will depend on how you see, like, thoughts and prayers. Because I had somebody got pretty perturbed in the spiritual community about thoughts and prayers. And I thought, why? Why? It's okay. Everybody is exactly where they're at. If I'm speaking to somebody, just because I have a different understanding or perspective doesn't make mine any more right or wrong than somebody else's. We don't compare ourselves with other people, right? It doesn't matter. So if somebody says thoughts and prayers, it really shouldn't bother anybody else, because sometimes you have to speak at a language that everybody understands. And you'll see a whole range of language, like on the symposium. Or when I talk to you guys, if I try to explain something, I try to give you the whole gamut of range so that it will fit into your filtered system of understanding intelligence. So if your system of understanding intelligence is based on a program that you were brought up in, or and I don't want to say just religious, but any kind of program that you were brought up in, if your language is only able to understand up and through this program, that's okay. But we kind of bust out of these programs and learn how to create our own programs with an understanding. And sometimes words just don't do it. Words, vocabulary just doesn't do it. So, you get what you understand. That's exactly right. Yeah, Sherry's right too. Scotty, you're right. It's the intention behind it. So if someone's saying thoughts and prayers, the intention behind it is the beauty of where they're coming from with their intention. And remember, thumbs are the intention. I'm going to throw a little mudra in motion at you guys now. All right? Your thumb is your intention. Actually, I'm going to teach you something right now. If you don't know this already, or you haven't seen these videos in the past, I'm going to teach you something right now. And I know for those of you that want to watch the symposium, you go right ahead, go watch it now. But For those of you that want to learn something, mudra in motion. So mudras are hand positions that we use for different things. There's different positions that you can use your hands for. You've seen Buddhas doing it. You've seen all kinds of things. So with your hands, when you are using a particular mudra and you are doing a particular motion, you're using the elements. Okay, so it's not just white light, plasmic light coming out, being generated from within and then sending out. Yes, you radiate through your chakras. Yes, you send through your fingertips. There's little chakras on the ends of every fingertip too. But your intention is your thumb, and this is your index finger. Hello. This is wind. This is fire. And let's stick with that for just a minute. Because if you take that back, this is actually the Holy Spirit hand mudra. Now, mudra in motion, something I'm going to be teaching as a course, is more about the whole body being the mudra, you becoming the mudra. But we work on some of the basics. And this is your intention. This is the air. This is fire. And if you couple that with your breath and you vortex it, meaning you spin it, but you're using your mind system visualization to connect with as you're breathing in and you're generating energy as you breathe in. Take it all into your heart. Always take it into your heart. When you're breathing out, the light is projecting out from your fingers. This is the wind. This is the fire. The fire fuels with the wind and the intention. And the intention might be to send out a loving burst of vortexing energy to somebody. It might be your thoughts and prayers. Your thought may be a prayer for someone to feel safe. So if you're sitting and meditating and this is my light language. This is how I use light language, is my mudras. And I tone too, but this is really, so if you're in breath generating, out breath sending, this is a hand of God. These are the very basics for mudra in motion or for light technologies. Your hand becomes the technology. It's an extension of you. Your body is an extension of your light body. Your physical body is that extension. So the rest of the elements would be water and earth. They would be pointing down in the hand of God. So opposing but complementary forces. Your intention, wind, fire, water, earth. And if you think of the water and the earth, and when you're vortexing, these aren't just turned off. They're still on, but they're pointing down towards the earth because that's what they're cleaning up. So as you start to vortex something, you're vortexing this way with the Holy Spirit, and that's your breath. It's coming through you. You use that on your out breath as it's sending out, and you're combining all of the elements. And when you're sending like this, we like to say, pretend it's like a little pew, pew, plasmic gun, pew, pew, pew. I'm shooting you with plasmic light, pew, 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 pew. Okay. Anyway, that's what mudra in motion is going to start with. Some of the basics like that. I'm going to teach that stuff, and then I'm going to teach you about the body and how the body moves into more advanced moves using my martial arts background to bring it all together. So I'm really excited about that course. I actually wanted to film that out west. I'm looking in the spring. I'm going to meet up with Sister Sherry over there. Jeanette, hey, welcome. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry, guys. I hope. Second Command, Veronica, GFL, good morning. Actually, I don't like using the word, yes, Scotty in a spiral. I don't like using the word mourning. Because everything's word spell and all that. And mourning is something, when you're in mourning, it's a very depressing kind of thing. So good day might be a nicer way of saying things. Good day. Good day, mate. Okay, I was going to hop off of here a while ago. I can't believe I'm still going. I want to let you guys go watch the symposium. Anybody else have any questions before I run? What's going on? I'm running the thing down the bottom in case you're new or just joining, because I just launched the symposium. Launch date today. Actually, it's 12/12 now. It launched a little early, so go on over, refresh your page. It should be fine. If you have any problems watching the symposium, or if you can't afford the $22 to get access to the entire symposium over 3 hours, and then all the activations, initiations, and all the special offerings worth over $1,000. If you have any trouble with any of that, just email me, lindalight2012@gmail.com. I'm happy to answer your questions. And people are having problems getting in. Okay, Sherry, please expand. The link is not working. It's saying the video is private. Oh, shit. I forgot to. Oh, thank you. Hang on. I forgot to make it unlisted. Guys, so sorry. It was private. That is absolutely right. Hold on. Doing that right now. It worked for me, though. That's so weird. Okay. I thought it. Okay. Here we go. So everybody go refresh your pages. Wait, why is that not saving? Don't you dare. Okay, wait. Don't refresh yet. Okay, try section 1 is done. Section 2 done. 3 done. Thank you, Sherry, so much. I love you. And section 4. Okay. Sherry, could you, if Lynda is the one that texted you about that, would you mind quick sending her something and tell her refresh the page? I just fixed it. Sorry, guys. Wah. It's all good now. It's all fixed. I promise. Go refresh your page and try. It worked for me when it was private. I don't know why it didn't work for you guys, but they're all as unlisted. It's all unlisted now. So that means everybody should be able to access the link. All right, give it a shot. Okay. I'm going to wait here for another minute. All good. D, what's up? Okay, yay. It's working section. Good. All right. Feel like I dodged a bullet there. Okay. It's all good now. So if you're just joining us because maybe you're having trouble in the symposium or you couldn't get it, it's all working fine now. Go on back to the symposium, start watching, have a really wonderful time. Yeah. Let's see. Words have frequency and intention transmutes it. I agree. Hey, Jerome. Hey, guys. Oh my God, it's so good to see all you guys. Thank you for being here. Jeanette, I'm glad your link is working now. Perfect. I guess I can sit back now, huh? What do you think? It's been a lot of work. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. This has been one of those weeks where, you start to have feelings like you want to quit, but I'm not going anywhere. I have something called indomitable spirit. I wouldn't have even known that term if I didn't have martial arts training because it was actually one of our tenets. Indomitable spirit. We yelled that before every class, every training, whenever we would go through the tenets. And yeah, it's something that I even wrote for my the second degree black belt test. I had to write papers and everything. It's very traditional in that sense. We had to learn a lot of stuff. And the indomitable spirit was something that I wrote about because it felt like me. It felt like no matter how many times I got knocked down, I always get back up. Well, this was one of those weeks. This week packed a punch. I had a few moments. I was just on the edge of it. I didn't dip into the pool. I didn't dive in. I wasn't swimming in it. But it was one of those days when you wake up and there's major energies coming through and you're just exhausted, you're tired, things don't work out the way you plan or think that they are, and you have to make adjustments and self-correct. And there was a lot of that going on for me this week, a lot of self-correction and just staying the course, getting myself back on track. So if you guys are feeling it, it's not all peaches and roses as you're awakening. It's still, in fact, it might be more because you become aware of the side distractions. You just don't get pulled into the side distractions as much. And when you do, you self-correct. So even if you are already mastering self-correction, great, congratulations. Even if you're doing that while you're still on the path, you can notice the distractions without being pulled in. Oops. And sometimes I pull over to the side of the road and I look at them. And that's kind of what happened this week. I was looking at all the distractions. I'm like, you're not going to get me. You're not going to get me. And there's still a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, you felt it too, Bev. It was a crazy week, I swear. There's energies that are coming onto this planet that have never, ever been on this planet before. Never. And we are doing this with our bodies. We're taking our bodies with us. I had a soul sister back in the late 90s, and we started helping each other learn spiritual things. And I first started hearing about Mount Shasta back then. And I remember saying to her, like, why can't we just take our bodies with us? Like, why do we have to die? Everyone says the only sure thing is death and taxes. Well, no one's getting out of here alive. We hear that, but there's no reason why we can't have an expanded sense of self in while we're in this body. There's no reason why we can't. And what that expanded thing means and where that goes, I'm going to say like anything is possible now. And I really believe that. Yeah. Jerome, the energy is definitely intense. And our ascension column has been going through some adjustments, a lot of spine shifting. Yes. Well, that explains my lower back issues. I've been having a lot more. And I've been doing, I know I'm sitting in a metal chair for 15 hours, 12 to 15 hours a day I was spending since this. I just kind of went head in first to this project. And I had to start getting out. And this last week, I really kind of finished ahead of schedule where I could have advanced viewers and I could take some time and get out into nature. But the low back has been really, really giving me some trouble. And so I've been just trying to feel into that and allow the ancestral lineage healings like that Sherry and Corey did last night and the week before on the Divine Feminine and the week before that. I've been just trying to let that pull out from my physical bodies too. So even if I can't pinpoint exactly what's being lifted, just allowing that, allowing that to be lifted out from the DNA and restructure and heal itself. Because the body can't, if you just boom, instant healing, it's like you see videos sometimes like Jerry Sargent. There's a video he has at the end of one of his videos he did. It's like one of his promo videos. And he was working on this lady who could barely even walk up the stairs. She had to pull herself up like one step at a time. And, after a little bit of healing from Jerry and they filmed the whole thing, she's like jumping up and down, so yes, there are definitely times where you can be healed like that. That I think is a soul contract that you have, either with the healer and yourself and your higher self and all of that, your soul, you have this agreement that you can go through a healing like that. Some healings do take a little time to overwrite because you didn't get like that immediately. If you can physically heal your body that quick and that fast, instant healing like that. I've seen some things. I've seen animals take instant healing. I've seen things over my life that are pretty darn impressive that we would call miracles. But what I have seen most of the time with the healing is that it takes people to have an aha moment for them to shift something inside of themselves to even one, ask for the healing, or two, accept it fully so that they can then begin to self-heal. And then maybe changing some things in their life. It might be perspectives or judgments or criticisms or things or guilt or releasing some of those lower chakra negative things on the end of, depending on what the chakra represents. So if it's power, then it's disempowerment, releasing the disempowerment by stepping into confidence, things like that. So sometimes it just takes wanting to learn. You want to become that sponge again. You want to learn the things that you don't know enough about that you think maybe, I don't know if that's true. Well, maybe that's something you should learn more about then. If you're not sure, if you can suspend your disbeliefs, then you can learn something new that maybe you disbelieved before. So put those disbeliefs up on a shelf and have fun with it. All right, let's see what you guys are up to here. Sinus upgrade. Ooh, Derek, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Smells being amplified. Oh, dear. And be kind to yourself, Bev says. Yes, that's some of the advice, too, that some of our panelists were giving is be kind to yourself. Really, you have to go gentle on yourself. We're all going through things. See, I caught myself, I got to tell you, I caught myself sounding, and this was unusual for me because I don't usually get frustrated or whatever, and I heard it from myself, even though I wasn't feeling it. I think I was talking about this on one of the lives. Probably wasn't on this channel though. And I could hear it. And I'm like, no, well, wait, hold on. I know that sounded a certain way, but I'm not really, I'm not really frustrated, but it sounds like it. It was just the oddest thing. It's like hearing yourself from another person's perspective. So yeah, you definitely got to go easy on yourself. Deep connections through divine masculine, divine feminine. Okay, so Bev, you got smells and hearing as well. And Cherry's definitely divine masculine, divine feminine healing. Remember, those are the main primordial opposing but complementary forces inside of you. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Each one can be whole and complete within themselves. But if the divine masculine is missing a piece, he always went to the divine feminine to fill that piece in for him, to fix that, or vice versa. So if the divine feminine is in need of security and she went to the divine masculine to help with her root chakra, like help keep me secure and safe. I mean, that's the way it always played out. What the divine feminine is realizing now is that she can be complete in herself. She can complete her own security. And when she's complete, and and I'm talking about energies, not genders. Okay. So when the divine feminine energies are complete and the divine masculine energies are healed and complete, then the two can come together to truly be that force of yin yang, yang, opposing but complementary. And when they combine and they blend in the middle, they still have their individuality, but they work together in a circle as a force. So anyway, that's just my opinion on that. That's just how I perceive it. Okay. Jeanette also having low back discomfort. Yes, last night's ancestral healing was definitely beautiful. Your dad was there. Oh, I'm so happy for you. She had a lot of insights, especially about your brother, which explains a lot. Interesting how you get the aha moments when you have a little bit of clearing or your lineage has clearing and the ancestors start bringing down stuff. I had a lot of insights too about things. So yeah, it was totally beautiful. If you haven't seen it, go on over to Sherry Bausch's channel and watch that from last night. Bev, you just finished the Divine Feminine. It was, oh wow, it was powerful. Okay, you guys, I'm feeling like we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to let you guys go on over and watch the symposium. I am done for now. I'm going to take a little bit of time off, not too much time off. Actually, we might do a 144 tonight. We'll see. I'll reach out to the group and see if they're up for a 144 chat session. And if not, I'll be over on Sherry's channel tomorrow night for Soul Sisters Speak, as we are every Monday. I think we're completing the last of the 12 universal laws. Sherry, correct me if I'm wrong. It's law of gender. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Isn't that a kicker? My God, you can't plan this stuff. You just can't even plan this. I knew it was coming up, but I just didn't put it together with the healings that you've been doing. Oh, girl, let me tell you. It's really powerful. Oh, you're welcome, honey. I'm so grateful for you too. It's really nice when you connect with like-minded people and doing the same work and same field. Mars and Venus conjunction for a month. There you go. There's astrological evidence. Astrological evidence that you can't make this stuff up, right, Jeanette? Oh my God. So wait, Bev, when does Mars and Venus? That's a whole month. Okay, when is there? And a conjunction's a good thing, from what I recall you telling me. We've got to get Bev back on for another astrology report for the rest of February. I think we were talking about doing that this week, right? Right, Bev? Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday night, something like that. And I know we recorded them too, but wouldn't it be fun to do a live with Bev? Hey guys, I have an idea. If you think that we should do a live broadcast with Bev versus recording it, and you guys can make comments and ask her things, and we can all kind of like, what do you think? Bev, you up for a live? Sherry? Anybody else? Do you think we should do an astrological live event? And starting around the 13th. Oh, Sherry's totally down for that. She's ready. Oh, starting today. The conjunction start. The conjunction starts today. Oh my God. She got a haircut. All right, Annie. Annie loves the idea. All right, so Bev, Sherry, we should do a live either Tuesday or Wednesday night, maybe. Bev's got her haircut. She's all ready. That's so funny. Jeanette's totally down for that. She's all in caps. Yes, live with Bev. Perfect. All right. Well, I guess I'm not taking too much time off, but during the day, getting a little break and getting out in nature is awesome. I don't know if you guys probably can't see the snow out here, can you? No. Oh, well, it's still snowing. Conscious emanation. I love that name. That's awesome. All right, you guys. So, again, if you have any last minute questions real quick before I hop off of here, and you guys can go watch the symposium and fill out the form on the symposium page. Go back to the symposium page when you're done and leave your comments. And you can fill it out as many times as you want. So if you want to watch section 1 and you have comments about it, go ahead and fill it out. Section 2, same thing. What I'm really curious to find out, why I really put that on there, well, I want your feedback, of course, but I'm really curious to see how you feel after part 4. I'm really curious to see how you feel after that, and maybe give it a day or 2 to see. So, all right, you guys, I think it's time to sign off. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here for me. Thank you for your love and your support. May all good things come to you, and may everything be returned to you multiplied that was given in a positive sense. Love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow night on Sherry's channel. If not tonight, we might go live with the 144. We'll see. I got to touch base with everybody first and see if they're up for it. And I will as well. Thank you, Sherry. Bye, guys. I love you. Thanks again for your support. Have a great day. Bye. Peace.